What's up and welcome to the, not the Incredible Show.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, welcome to the Not So Indie Show, episode 8, a monthly show where we get together and chat about everything other than the world of indie gaming, although we pretty much always cover indie gaming as well because we love them. This is a monthly show that is available to our patrons for 1 week early, and it's also available as an ad-free experience to our patrons just for $1. So if you want to get that experience, head over to patreon.com/indiecredible and pay $1 or more if you want to support us, and you can get ad-free and you get it a week early as well. My name is Lewis. You can find me at What's Up Woody. To my left, if you're watching, is Tom. You can find him at Trick and Profit. To my right, again, if you're watching, is Dan. You can find him at The Dice Bear. So, guys, Not So Indie Show.
Not so. I feel like we're rushing this. We're really going for this, aren't we?
I was just
Is that
flying.
because we?
Alright, let's move on. Talk too much.
Too much. Move. Right. Beer.
Yeah,
Let's
we've
go.
just got lots to get through, really. We've already just recorded the episode 60 of the regular podcast.
Yeah.
Now it's obviously Indie Show. We have what we've been playing, watching, doing outside of what of indie gaming.
Yeah.
Then we have obviously the reason everyone's here, the people tune in to listen or to watch it. The extraordinary quiz, which Tom is like huge fan of. He wants it on a t-shirt. And then obviously the big thing as well, the Spider-Man Spoilercast.
Yes.
So warning now, at the end we will be going into full spoilers on Spider-Man. If you haven't finished the game, or even if you have finished the game but you don't want to listen to our opinions, just bugger off.
Yeah.
What are you doing here if you
Yeah.
don't listen to our opinions?
Exactly.
That's what the show is.
Jesus.
Let's go straight into it. What
Yes.
have we been playing, doing outside indie gaming?
Right.
You gonna-
Spider-Man.
Which we're going to talk about later.
So we can't talk about it now, but I played Spider-Man. I platinumed it. There you go.
There you go.
Well done.
Good stuff. Well done. I think I'm on 81% of trophies now. I got that last night.
Oh, okay.
But I must get a lot of trophies later on because I'm on 97% of the game done. So yeah, although I think there's lots of little areas that I've just got like 1 or 2 things to do.
Yeah, a lot of it is very much about once you've done all the
Completing
bases
an area,
and once
yeah.
you've done all of yeah.
Dan.
Obviously, I've been playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But this month, I've also been doing lots of other things.
Board games.
So, board games.
Oh, shit.
Netflix. There is especially one thing on Netflix that I've absolutely loved, and it was very much thanks to you suggesting it, and I hadn't heard of it.
Okay.
I've been bigging up Lewis these last 2
Is it the Dragon?
podcasts. So we should just punch him in the cock for a while. So let's do that. Here we go.
Is it
The Dragon Prince is...
I've not watched it yet. I've watched episode 1.
Alright, I will not spoil anything for you, apart from the fact it's really good.
It is good.
Fuck is the
It
Dragon
is
Prince?
really
I
good.
spoke about it a couple of weeks ago.
So it's by Aaron Ezra. So the same guy who did Airbender, the last wind turning dude,
The one you like.
the last cock
Avatar: The Legend
shuffling.
of Aang or Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
Live action
and-
film coming on Netflix.
Look, I'm fully talked. I'm ready for that constantly. I'm wary.
But it's by
It's
him,
all
and you
film,
can
but-
tell it's by him because there are things that are similar to it, but it's a completely different world.
Is it animated?
It's animated. It's incredibly well written. It's brilliantly voice acted.
Much like Avatar, you might say.
No, I think it's far better than Avatar. I think Avatar became rather bland and
Not Korra,
cheesy.
the OG.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
soup.
I think Avatar became very bland and yeah.
Are you a retarded person?
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right.
It's brilliant, but it's also but the bit I love about it. It's got a deaf character in it, and she signs all the way through, and the sign language is correct. It's proper sign
cool.
language, and it's just it's amazing. It's brilliant.
When you
and
said
I've loved
deaf,
it.
I thought you meant as in Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
Didn't
she's
realise-
deaf. She walks in, sign.
But that would be.
How you doing?
That'd be a good pun, wouldn't it? If she was the Grim Reaper that was sign language. Do you not think?
Oh, because she's deaf. That's very
Yeah.
funny.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's classic. What's his name though?
Terry Pratchett
No,
would have done that joke.
not the deaf thing. The having a deaf person in the show.
What?
Yes,
Because
yes, it
Avatar's
is.
one of the main
Yeah.
characters. Avatar's blind.
Yeah,
What? What are you doing?
he's pretending to be deaf.
Oh,
So
right,
let's move on.
okay.
So, I fully recommend it. If you've got Netflix, I binged it in one evening.
I'll
My
be on
plan
that.
was
I
I'm just
haven't
going to
heard
watch
of
one episode because Lewis had recommended it, so I'd gone in with a pinch of salt,
course,
sort of like all right, it'll be some chick flick. And then I just watched the whole lot. I couldn't.
I
Stop
wanted to do
watching
that, but I couldn't because I had to do other stuff and that. But I watched one, really enjoyed it. wanted to go back to it. I've just not had time this week.
Do it. You'll really love it.
I have watched something different than what I talk about afterwards, which is fucking fucked up. But carry on.
So yeah, the Dragon Prince, really good. Watch that on Netflix.
I will.
Binge them all. Really enjoyed it. Recommend it. I've also got through on this month. I got Tiny Epic Zombies from Gaming Games. It's a board game that I supported on Kickstarter, and it comes in a tiny little box, which is where tiny. But the epic part is it's a full-on zombie survival game where you're in a store and you've got to basically survive waves of zombies while completing missions. And it is probably the best zombie board game I've played.
Wow.
Okay. And there's a lot of them.
There are a shit ton of
There's
them.
a lot of zombie everything, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's a whole period of these games, and it's brilliant. It is so damn good. It's really easy to learn how to play. Everyone gets involved with it really quickly, but the best part about it is one person is going to play the zombies, and the other person plays you surviving in this while trying to complete missions. And you can be so much of a dick as a zombie. So much. And you're really limited to. So as a zombie, what you're basically doing is you can place your zombies in the room, which is dictated by a card, and then you can hand a card to one of the players. That's it. That's all you do as a zombie. Except when you give them this card, there's a certain logo in the top hand corner, and it basically predicts where you think they're going to finish.
Okay.
Their movement phase. Now, if they finish in that place, they are fucked. Because you can manipulate the way you place your zombies at that point to force people to go, well, I'm not going to go that area, it's full of zombies, so I'm going to do this way. Or you can plan how, because there are objectives you've got to solve and do, and you can go, right, they're going for that objective. So as a zombie player, you sit back and listen as they work as a team and talk to each other, going, well, you go there and you do this, and then we'll do that. And then when it comes to your turn, you're like, okay, here's this card. Oh, did you end where I thought? You fucked, mother! And it's brilliant. It is so good. It's quite quick to play. Buy it. Go and buy it. It's
Epic mini epic zombies.
Tiny epic zombies.
There you go.
By Gameling Games. I think it's out now. Obviously, I got the Kickstarter version, so I paid the extra to get the all singing and dancing one, which basically meant I got a dog and I got a bazooka in it. But it was
Two
worth
things you
the
need in
extra
life.
money.
Yeah.
It's worth the extra money. It was brilliant. Really enjoyed it. At some point, I'll bring it around so that we can play.
I do want to play that, yeah.
And then the last thing that's been going on this last month that I've loved is the NFL's back.
It is.
So which means I've been able to sit. I've been able to watch American football again. Been able to watch my beloved
I have no
Seahawks lose 2 games,
Ooh.
but at least beat the Cowboys. I did on your behalf, mate.
How
I
the
did
Eagles doing.
track how the Eagles were doing
Yeah,
for you
my
because I
boys.
knew you were a massive Eagles
That's
fan.
right, go
so
Phillies.
actually, the Eagles have done really well
Of
for
course.
the Eagles.
Well,
Wentz is back, so you've got your quarterback back. You beat the Falcons. You lost to the
Who's
Bucks.
superior birds of prey?
That's
the
the Eagles. You lost to the Bucks. But Fitzpatrick's been doing a damn good job,
Really like that.
but you beat the Colts. So there you go.
Jags lost their first game last weekend in probably the most boring game I've ever watched.
But
It
the
was
Jags
a shame.
the Jags did beat the Giants and the Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Very
you know,
cool.
Lost to a Titans.
Even though that's
In
cool.
Genuinely a
A
boring game.
really fucking boring game.
3-hour game, there wasn't a touchdown.
Oh, 3 hours. Fuck me.
It was 6-9. There was 5 field goals.
yeah, it was proper fucking boring game.
We
Yeah.
need to actually properly try and get me into this because I don't
He's,
know what's going on.
But yeah, so that's been my month.
Can we
It's
chuck it
been
back to
the
me
NFL.
quickly? Because I just did my game. I've done
Oh,
other stuff.
okay, go for it. Yeah.
I watched all of Toast of London. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, I fucking love Toast.
That is an
heard of it.
excellent TV
Hi, this
show.
is Glenn Fandango. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you, Ken Fandango. Yeah. I love that shit. It's such a good show. If you like IT Crowd, Mighty Boosh, you'll
I need
love
to watch this. I've
Toast
never
of
seen it.
London.
I've heard of it. Never seen it.
Toast of London
It's
is
on
brilliant,
Netflix.
but it
It's
will.
6 episodes a season.
I
It's 3
don't
seasons.
think Sarah will get on with it
Okay.
Maybe not.
because
It's bizarre.
it is really out there. It
Okay.
is beyond your normal
Yeah.
stuff.
She's not into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you in your head when I binge it like you talk like Stephen Toast.
You've got to get Luke to do his Toast impression.
Okay.
Is it good?
Oh, it's spot on, perfect.
I've been trying to nail my Toast impression,
That's
but it's
amazing.
no good. Yeah. But that is a great show.
I'm going to have to give it a
Yeah.
You should watch it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Toast
very
of
funny.
London.
Let's give it a go. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, one more thing. I started reading Spider-Man Breakout.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
The series I gave you.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
It's good. It's a good series. It's a really underrated.
Yeah, I'm
series
quite
as well.
enjoying it. It's quite good stuff. I like the whole. There's stuff characters I didn't even know about. With the what they're called. Fuck. They're like the evil Fantastic Four, basically.
Oh, I know exactly who you mean.
What are
Yeah.
they called? They tried to get their powers in the same
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
They lost their humanity, and they're trying to get it back.
Right.
That's
It's been so long since I read that, but yeah.
But I didn't realise how old an arc that is, or a series that is.
Yeah.
It's like 2005.
Yeah.
There are like anti-weed ads in the middle of it. And I was like, what? One of them is like nonsense. I couldn't even read it properly. My weed out of
Were
brain.
you stoned at that
Yeah,
point?
yeah. It was like, like if you were actually smoking weed and you read that ad, you'd be like, what? Like, what does that say? Like, it was bizarre. I felt dyslexic reading it. No offense, Mr.
Yeah,
Dyslexic.
yeah.
but,
Cheers,
But
pal.
honestly, like, it was, I couldn't read it. I kept reading it. I was like, what? Really weird ad. But yeah.
Remember it, so it's on this show.
Yeah, is it American?
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
Most comics are American published.
I didn't realise that there wasn't like British variants, like with different British ads. And
No,
stuff in it.
most of them are American published.
Oh, very strange. But yeah, by the way, they're like, have you not read them since 2005?
I've read them once again, about 2009.
They like, I thought they were brand new when I got them out. I was like, holy
Oh, you looked after its comic.
yeah, I've not been touched. I was like scared when I got them out. I was like,
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I realised they were from 2005, I was like, oh.
You look after your
Should I be
comics.
wearing
Yeah,
latex
it's got
gloves
to
when
look
I
after
read
Do you
this?
not keep yours in
He
sleeves?
doesn't have any, does he?
Oh, do you not have any?
Couple, but
Yeah, but
I keep all of mine
most of
in
my
nice
comics
sleeves and
are
hardbacks
in the novel form,
Oh,
okay,
so they're fine. You know, they're all good.
yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah, but I've got the only comics that I care about. I've got an issue 300 of Spider-Man.
you should see my turtle collection.
Is it like mint?
Unfortunately, not because I had to buy some from other people. But yeah,
Gross.
Got a lot.
yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of them are.
But yeah, I'll probably finish it over the weekend. There's only a couple
That's
issues
good.
left.
It is good.
Yeah,
I like Breaker. I might read it again now you actually spoke about it, and then after just finish Spider-Man.
Yeah.
War on Netflix. I'm
Yeah.
going to mention the show quickly. Fuck me. So I heard this on a podcast, and
Okay.
they were like, this is messed up. Like, people should watch it. I watched it. It's called Wild Wild Country.
Okay, what is this?
So it's based on a true story,
Right.
set in Oregon in America.
Oregon.
It
Oregano.
might as well be Oregon after this.
Oh,
Around the Rajneesh people. Do you know anything about this story?
Right, who are they?
So I've been mentioning
No.
it at work to someone who does like there's two history teachers and one does like modern history.
Right ones.
I was mentioning a modern history person and he was like, "Oh my god, yeah, like that was it's insane." He's not allowed to teach about it.
What?
So it's mental. So Sarah started watching it and was like, "I can't watch this anymore. This is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen." And this was like, "I can't do this anymore." I was like 1 o'clock in the morning and one left and I was like, "I have to watch it." And I was like, how could this be real? This is insane. So I'll try and condense that as quick as possible. It's 6 episodes. It's based around what turns to be a cult, and that's a big thing around the program.
Yeah.
The Rajneesh people, originally there's an Indian guru called Bakusan, I can't remember his name now, but Indian guru who they worship, and he does all these motivational speeches. It starts off with like 50 people, and it gets to 100 people, and then a couple of
Is
thousand
this
like
the
thousand
guy who
people.
had a harem? And they were actually out over in. Some of them went to India or something with him, and then he came back over to America.
So no, he was in. So he was an Indian.
Yeah.
He was in India, and but it was starting getting really, really big. And he said, we need to be bigger. We need to be more. We need to do something with this." But when people to join the Rajneesh, you had to donate your money. You gave kind of your assets to them, and then they would look after you. It was all like communal.
Of course, yeah.
The actual ideas around it were really good, and it's really hard by the end of it. You don't know what side you're on, but basically they move to Oregon and they buy this land which is 22,000 acres. It's like one of the
Classic cult.
biggest things in Oregon. It's huge.
Yeah.
And the locals quite happy. They're like, "Oh, these people are coming in. They're going to farm the land. They're going to be like all this." And then they say, "We're going to build our own city." And I'm not kidding. In the space of 6 months, they build a fucking city. Like they go all at it. They completely self-sustained. They teach people how to go. It's like. It starts off like this. They kind of teach people how to carpentry and how to do the electrician stuff, and they make all this stuff. They make a worshipping hall thing for like 10,000 people, and it starts to snowball a little bit more crazy. And all of a sudden, they have these big festivals. Now these people, I believe in like open marriage.
Of course. Yeah.
So you're married, but you can shag whoever you want.
Classic cult.
And there's lots of sexual scenes in there where there's like these rooms and there's just like fuck off orgies. We're talking like 4,000 people naked in a room.
What?
Yeah, it's mental. Anyway, they're kind of doing their thing, and the locals are starting to get pissed off of it. Basically, this cult.
Jealousy, man. Jealousy.
Yeah.
So the locals then challenge the cult. Worst idea ever. There's a woman who runs the cult called Sheila someone. And this is going to go into spoilers now. So if anyone... I won't go to complete spoilers because if you guys want to go watch it.
Historical events spoilers.
It's not really spoilers because it's... Yeah.
By the way, Hitler lost.
What?
Yeah, sorry, dude.
But anyway,
just halfway through World War II.
this Sheila woman is like... Men, you just don't want to fuck with her. The locals challenge her. And then she goes ballistic. Buys up basically every piece of land around her and every property around her, owns the buildings that these guys are living in, evicts them. Like these people, these are pensioners that have been there for God knows how long. Their family home, and she's brought them and going, "No, you don't believe? Off you go." Then they they create the peace police, like the peace police that drive around to keep the peace, but then they start arresting people because they don't believe in their religion and their cult and all this shit.
Right.
You can imagine what Americans go like. We're talking like proper outback Americans. And he's like, I'm going to shoot the fucker. Like, and they got guns and all that. And then they start going. And it ends up in all-out warfare. It ends in one of the first bioterrorism events in America. It is
Bioterrorism meaning?
biological warfare.
As in, they're going to put chemicals that kill people into other people.
It's fucking... Mate, it goes off the chain. Like, the last 2 episodes are just like...
so against
there's
everything.
Like 10,000
Have
cult
you heard of the
people...
Geneva Convention?
10,000 cult people walking around with guns, just being like... And they're like, any local they see, they're just pointing at and they're happy to shoot them. Like, it's fucking mental. The court are trying to get involved and be like, you guys can't do this. And they're like, we can do what we want. Like, it's like, Sarah's like this... this is all these big orgies going on, and you're like, the scenes flash from like orgy to you're just like, what is going on? I don't get this.
What's it called?
Wild Wild Country.
Okay.
It is mental.
Is this on Netflix?
Netflix.
Right, I may have to watch this without the wife because I don't think she'll approve in
absolutely-
any way.
I'll
shape,
get the
or form.
wife on this one.
It's mental. Like to think this actually, and it was in the 80s. It was like 85, 80.
80s were pretty bad for
Like,
concept albums.
oh
Is
my
that
god!
right?
Like it
Especially in America.
Yeah.
you can go. It's really hard because you kind of part of the cult stuff. I was like, I kind of like your ideologies and the way they're doing things.
That's how they get you in, though.
Orgies.
That's exactly how they get you in.
But then again, I'm like, what the...
What
it's
was the
mental.
whole Waco situation? What was that?
That's mental.
Was that 80s?
Oh, John...
I don't
The
remember.
Waco fire and all that. And,
No.
I don't remember. That was like early 90s.
so it was on that verge.
Oh,
I feel like that
yes.
was a whole. There was a whole thing in
I'd have to
America.
look it up.
with
It's
cults
weird.
being a
But
big
no,
deal.
Wild Wild Country on Netflix. Bonkers. Go in there with an open mind and you will be enlightened. Like, you're like...
join the cult.
You're just blown away by it.
Can we get like 3-person orgies going?
And as far as I know, the Rajneesh people are still a thing.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've spent a bit of time speaking there, so I'm just going to quickly fly through games I've actually played. Obviously played
You
Spider-Man.
played a lot.
Talk
There's
about that
Spider-Man, yeah.
1993.
93,
Dissidia,
okay.
Final Fantasy Dissidia. I've mentioned it last episode, but I've actually played substantial more now. I've finished a story. You can't call it a story. It's not a story mode at all. Actually, you don't have any gameplay in the story. You just have to play matches online to unlock story tokens to then watch cutscenes.
Yeah.
If you like Final Fantasy, it's alright. You're like, I'm seeing this cutscene, I'm seeing this story, and all that. And they kind of do a good versus evil with the enemies and all that kind of thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, as a...
John,
I'm
don't get caught in it.
I'm going to stop playing it now. Not because I don't like it.
There you go. That's what we were getting to.
The player base is just gone. That's purely it. Like, I'm waiting.
It sounds whatever.
I'm putting it on to load into a game, and I'm doing work for about 5 minutes, and then I'm getting into a game. And I can't be bothered to wait around for that long to get into games. I really enjoy it, but yeah. And finally, Devil May Cry. People get annoyed when you compare the two. Devil May Cry, the original game. I've just finished the HD remaster. It's really nice, really good. Plays really nicely.
Good,
still a great game. Still a great game. It's got me so excited for Devil May Cry 2.
You can't.
And I'm obviously buzzing to play Devil May Cry 5, especially the Mega Man Blaster. That's going to wrap up what I've done this month. Woo! Should we go on to what? Because now they can get the big one.
The big one.
The big one. So, as you guys know, because it's the only reason you're here probably, either listening or watching, is you guys get your ears and your eyes get treated to the, quite simply, the best quiz on the internet. I mean, you could say it's extraordinary, or you could say
lame.
it's just extraordinary, because it's both.
Because it's the same thing.
It's amazing. Anyway, so the extraordinary quiz is a thing, and it's happening now.
Wow.
And
Can I before we go,
go
congratulate anyone who managed to beat the bear last week?
yeah,
Beat
last
the
month.
bear. Is that a new segment?
Last month.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear the segment is
Yeah,
beat
you've
the
got
bear.
to beat the bear.
Yeah.
I like that.
Congratulations to you.
should
Those
watch
of
it.
you who didn't.
So, guys, please play along. This week is based on movie remake. So it's if a movie remake
Yeah,
is
I'll be alright
in
with this one.
discussion, or there's been a director tied to it, or there's talks going on with it, and it's been announced somewhere, it's true.
It's got such lame connections to some of these though, Tom.
If it is, and these are from what I would class not fan. There was a lot of fan shit I found out there, but these are actual sources. If it's not, then it's false. Okay, simple as that. You're just trying to get true or false. Is there a movie remake in the works or in production for these titles? So, should we dive straight into it?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Number 1, Death Wish. Death Wish was a Charles Bronson film.
Yeah, no, I remember Death Wish.
Film,
I fucking
thought that
1970. It was the
Brilliant
original
movie, you should watch it.
revenge film. It was brilliant.
Yeah, you should
It
really
is
watch it.
Brilliant.
As a film buff, as you want to be, like that. You've got to watch Death Wish.
Okay.
It's an iconic 70s movie. Is there a remake?
I'm gonna go with true.
You're saying true.
Yeah,
also gonna say
we're
true.
about the right time for a
You're
Death
saying
Wish
true.
remake.
It feels right.
True.
Yeah.
Do you know who's playing what the character Charles Bronson's played?
I reckon Emilio Estevez.
Antonio Banderas.
Who would make a good?
Bruce Willis.
No.
Yeah, it's all been confirmed. As far as I know, it's in production.
No.
Go on then. Why not?
Number 2, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
No.
False.
Both saying false.
Yeah, Spielberg wouldn't do that. He wouldn't let that happen.
Well, Spielberg would,
I don't think he would.
but I don't think we're at the right period.
I don't think he
for
would for
a,
Close Encounters. I think he would. I think he. While he's about, if anyone was going to remake it, he would do it, and he wouldn't do that.
No,
This
he
is
wouldn't.
Spielberg.
Yeah, no.
This is Spielberg.
Self-indulged man now.
No, if this was George Lucas, then yeah,
he'd be
full
like,
on,
let's
he
do
would
like
do it.
17
You're both saying
prequels.
false on
False.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
False.
You're both correct on that.
Yay!
We're doing alright. We're doing alright.
Not bad, mate.
Yeah.
I thought you guys might be good at this one. Jaws.
Well, now, because
False.
basically you could say the Meg was a remake of Jaws.
Jaws.
Is it though?
A
A
Peter
actual-
Benchley's book, Jaws.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
False.
true. Oh, I
Say
love it
false.
when we go different on
Say
that.
it,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say
Saying
true.
true, saying false.
False. It's too untouchable.
It's false, I'm afraid.
Ah.
I really want it to be.
Yes.
I really want it to be.
See, the only reason I went with true is because that's the type of wank that you hear all the time. You're just like, you
Absolutely.
dickhead.
But
I found a lot of fans.
who owns the rights to that film?
Peter Benchley.
Yeah, but who was the production company that did Jaws in the first
Well,
place?
it wouldn't matter for the rights.
No,
Would it not? Surely they
No.
still own the rights to it.
It's a book, isn't it?
No,
So
they
he-
produced
he-
it at the time. So
Yeah, but
and
movie
we've
rights
got
are different to.
we've got like more than 30 years between that now. So they even if they had
It's
the rights for it, it's anyone's shit, isn't it?
But like you said, I think it's sacred.
It's maybe
remade.
give
It
it
will
another,
be
give it
remade.
another 15 years. It'll be remade.
Yeah.
Although they did change the special effects in Jaws 3 recently. Have you seen this?
Oh
No,
my
did
god.
they? Good. They should do.
Yeah, they've actually changed it and they actually apparently look good now.
Good. Because that is an awful film.
Is that the
It's
one with the
still not gonna
submarine going
change.
across the sky?
It's still not gonna.
That is like it's laughable. That film. It's so bad.
Dennis
but then
Quaid,
again,
isn't it?
they did the remake of E.T. and they didn't make that any better.
It's
Oh,
a
look, it's-
remake of E.T.
Have you? Well, not a remake. They did.
They've done the
digital
remasters,
effects again of E.T. himself.
Oh, I've
And
seen
just-
that.
there you go.
fly
Yeah,
around
yeah.
and things
Yeah.
like that.
And his neck moves differently, and his eyes get
useless
just like
crap,
fucking
yeah.
hell.
There's a reason that
very
practical
Star
effects
Wars.
look good.
It's Star Wars special editions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Jabba the Hutt scene
But
where he's walking around Han Solo and Han Solo treads on his tail
Yeah,
in the
so
most
bad.
awkward way ever.
awful.
Fourth one,
Go on. Lay it on me.
The Grinch.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah,
being
it's this
remade.
year.
Benedict Cumberbatch is being the
this
voice
year.
of the Grinch
It's
instead.
December.
I was hoping I'd throw you
That's
off.
not a difficult one at
No, I
all.
hope you throw it off because
Yeah,
it's not called The Grinch.
Illumination.
It's not called The Grinch. It's
Isn't
called like The Man Who Stole Christmas or The Man,
Is it?
the
You
Man Who
sure?
Hates
I'm
Christmas.
pretty sure
Yeah.
It'd be
The
called The
Grinch.
Grinch.
It's subtitled
Stole
The
Christmas.
Grinch, but it's like it's the actual title. It's like yeah.
Okay, well, fair
I
enough.
was only 3 off on that one.
Nah.
Next one, Arachnophobia.
No.
No.
No one knows that film enough.
No, they're not
To remake
remaking it.
Arachnophobia. No one cares about Arachnophobia.
I mean- I hope there isn't one because I fucking hate spiders.
Yeah, I hate spiders too, but no.
You don't think there is?
No.
You guys are too good. Pet Cemetery.
Oh my god, I fucking loved this movie, and
I
I
actually
love
don't
the
know what
book.
this is at all.
Pet Cemetery.
Stephen King's
Stephen
Pet
King's book.
Cemetery.
Oh, you're right. It is Stephen King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's a great movie. It's a great.
Right.
Well, it's an okay movie. Sorry, let's take that back.
It's a good book.
It's a good book.
There is a
It's
bit
okay
of
movie.
a renaissance for.
Stephen King.
at the
I'm
moment.
going to go with no. That
also
they're
gonna
not
go with
remaking Pet Cemetery.
You don't think I'm making Pet Cemetery?
No.
No, not at all.
What do you guys think? Pet Cemetery. True or false?
Sexy times.
Find in next week.
Find he's not
Find
gonna
in
say-
next week. Don't find out.
Find in
week.
next week.
Yeah.
Find in.
You
I'd like to
guys
point out
are
that only me and Tom are the ones drinking.
too good.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they're not.
False. It's
I
false.
wish they would though, because it's so damn good. Pet Cemetery's great.
What we got?
This next one's I think going to be too easy.
Go on.
Go on.
The Crow.
Yes, they are remaking it
Dan was so confident.
because they are remaking it. I
I've
already
not
know
heard
that they
this,
are.
but I can imagine them doing it definitely.
No, they definitely
So
are.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, it's easy. So yes. Bonus points if anyone can tell me the lead actor's been.
Ah, shit. I do actually know this because it has said. Well, I don't know it because
I
I
was
don't remember
shocked
the
when I
fucking
saw
word.
who it was, and I was like, okay,
Jared
Clue.
Leto.
Clue. They have long hair, and I was like, that's the only connection they have to the
They
original.
have long hair.
See, I would.
It's not me.
I don't remember. No, it's not you. See, I would. Who is it who plays?
I'll give you the
Who
points.
is it who does Aquaman?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
He's the one I would do as Crow.
That's who's been appointed.
Oh, there you go.
Oh right, there you
Jason
go.
Momoa.
He's the one I'd do
I
as
was
Crow.
like, Jason Momoa is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like, Brandon Lee is.
But you're not
Scrawny
doing it
guy.
to Brandon
Yeah.
Lee. You're not doing it to Brandon Lee. You're doing it to the original graphic novel of
Yeah,
The Crow.
yeah,
and the
yeah,
guy in
yeah.
the original graphic novel of The Crow, though he isn't fucking huge,
Yeah.
It's pretty hench.
he is still built.
Yeah.
Next one, Thomas Crown Affair.
The fuck is that?
It's the painting stealing movie.
It has been a movie
Yeah.
3
It's been
times.
yes, yeah.
It's
Pierce Brosnan did it, and then before that,
I can't remember.
some old dude did it. Then before
This
that,
is
some even
Flying-
older
this
dude
is
did
flying
it.
past me. I don't know. What the fuck
I'm
this
going to
is
go
at
with
all.
false that they're not going to recreate the Thomas Crown Affair at the moment.
I'll say true just because he's saying false.
Yeah.
It's true.
They
Do you know who's the
really-
lead guy?
Oh fuck no! Who?
Michael B. Jordan.
What?
Well, he's on a bit of a streak at the moment.
He is, but why would you do the Thomas Crown Affair again? That makes no fucking. I mean, you've beaten me, mate, but Jesus.
Well, I have no idea what it is. So
It's a good film. It's a really
It
good
is a
film.
good-
one
it's-
is a good film.
The Pierce Brosnan one's pretty good.
It's the famous scene where they all got the hats and the briefcases and loads walking
It's
through
it's
the.
a remake of the painting, the one with the guy with the apple for the face. And I
Yeah,
can't
they
remember
steal the
who's
painting,
now.
but then it's in a
I
briefcase.
this is like
And they
You
walk
should watch
in,
it.
I want
It's-
another
it's very
dimension
good.
where this is in the
So
film.
there's like
The-
100 of them walking through the museum.
Yeah.
So the security cameras are like, which one is the right one? Like,
Who's stolen the painting?
Okay, sounds pretty cool.
And the
good.
the old classics are really good as well.
Yeah.
Which is
next
Thomas Crown Affair
one.
as well. Yeah.
Scarface.
I'm gonna go with false. Only because it would be an uproar. People would just hate it.
Would it though?
Yeah, because I can't say anything right now without sounding wrong, so I'm not going to say anything anymore.
No, go on.
No,
Why?
continue.
What are you gonna say?
No,
What the fuck are
I'm
you
not
gonna
doing
say?
it. I'm not
I'm
saying
very intrigued.
not saying I am full on putting on the filter now.
Lewis, can you bleep it out when he says it?
No, because he won't, and I don't trust anyone.
You son of a bitch! I want to know what you're thinking.
True or
I'll
false?
tell you once
Is
this stop
Scarface
recording.
being remade?
Is Scarface being remade? No, it's not.
You're both saying no.
Yeah, but I can imagine it would, but I don't think so.
Yeah, we're both saying no.
Much to my surprise, it's in talks for a remake, and they've got the lead actor they want for it.
Go on.
Go on.
I've never seen him before.
Oh, that's better though. I
He's Puerto Rican, without being as racist as I can.
What's that racist?
That was Puerto Rican racist.
Because he looks Puerto Rican. He might not be.
Oh, okay,
right,
okay,
okay.
fine, fair enough. I thought you actually knew he was Puerto Rican, and it was like, he's Puerto Rican.
It's not racist, but he's Puerto Rican. So
There's a director guy. Where's his lead? What's his name?
This is thrilling podcast
Thrilling.
thing.
Starts filming this fall. I don't know if they're actually. It's Equalizer 2 director, so they.
Okay. Whatever.
He was in Narcos.
Did
Narcos.
he play
Diego
Escobar?
Luna.
That's actually, I do know that name.
Okay.
Yeah, so Scarface, much to my surprise, is getting a remake.
Damn it.
Genuinely surprised by that.
Fair enough.
Next one, Fantastic Four.
No, because obviously the whole Fox Disney acquisition is going through at the moment.
Is there anything in talks though?
No, because the Fox can't talk anything about it because they don't know what's going on with their company at the moment.
Yeah.
And Disney aren't because they don't know if they're going to get Fox yet or not.
But the problem is, Fantastic Four is the first family of Marvel.
It's a huge property.
It's
yeah.
a huge
and
property.
I think that would slot really nicely into the MCU, but I don't think so yet.
I don't. I think the Fantastic Four is shit, and they should give up on that crap.
Yeah,
I think it'd be good.
How the
honestly.
fuck are you going to explain Scorch Boy is Captain America?
Oh, it doesn't matter. They'll just change the place.
I'm not saying, but
What they'll do is they'll just ignore
new
everything
films,
that
new
the
cast.
others have done.
I'm not talking about like they don't put Tobey Maguire in the MCU
Because
did they?
isn't
Michael B.
thingy?
Jordan.
Yeah, is also
Is Killmonger.
yeah, he's Killmonger and Scorch Boy, as we're now calling him.
Yeah.
Not the Human Torch, but
The classic
Scorch
Fantastic
Boy.
Four character.
Scorch
Boy.
Scorch Boy.
I'm going to agree with Tom on this one. That at the moment, no, there
Yeah.
aren't talks
Maybe soon,
about
but not
a
yet.
movie, but there will be.
Yeah, you guys are right.
I know.
No talks.
I'm right.
Next
I still
one,
can't believe Scarface. I think that's insulting.
That's weird, yeah. Go on.
The Fly.
The Fly. Ooh, okay. Alright. Maybe.
But how could you?
That could... I'm going to say false. I'm going to say false
I'm going to go with true.
because The Thing was a soft reboot, but it was a prequel, but it was like a reboot of the franchise. Well, but not
Oh,
the
okay,
franchise.
okay.
And that is like a body horror 80s film that was a huge classic
Yeah.
with great effects.
Yeah.
So
and
was
it-
The Fly.
And yeah, exactly. And
Some of the most disgusting effects.
the Thing 2011 was crap. I didn't hate it, but the things that made the original Thing good, they removed.
Yeah, they missed the point.
And I think they because studios don't see it that way, they just see like, oh, it did badly, let's
Yeah.
not do that again. They won't do it.
I think they are going to remake Fly because I kind of want them to.
Okay.
So you're saying true, you're saying false.
I'm saying
Yeah.
this, yeah.
Just started production on the Fly remake.
Oh,
Who's the main cast?
I didn't see.
I bet it's not
Okay.
Jeff Goldblum.
It's not Jeff
'cause
Goldblum.
I
Oh,
wish-
that'd be so
I
cool.
so hope he turns up in the movie, just as a guy in the background drinking a beer or during the arm
going,
wrestling scene. It'd just be like amazing.
Last one.
Go on.
American Werewolf in London.
No. No, absolutely not. That's such an 80s film that it won't be done again.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd call it American Werewolf in London. So what are we talking about here when we talk about
Film
remakes?
based directly on that. Yeah.
You're not thinking like an adaptation.
Well, they did American Werewolf in Paris, and they did, they did all the
No.
other ones around it. So what are
Absolutely
we talking?
not. I'm
Is it
saying
a
no.
full remake of the original?
No.
I'm gonna go with yeah.
You're saying no.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying yeah.
Yeah.
It's in production. It comes out next year.
What? Next year? Fuck off.
Yeah, people
I think we
are
might be drawing.
people are not happy.
What, are we
I think it might end up a draw. Because I got two wrong, you got
Yeah.
two right, and I think then it just swapped at the end there.
Yeah, both. You both.
Holy
High five,
fuck.
my friend.
Finish on a draw. So Dan goes up to 4 points and Tom goes down to 1.
Wait, hang on a second. That's not maths.
I'm loving the way this match works.
Isn't it like positive plus negative equals negative?
That means nothing. It
No,
isn't
two
relevant to anything we've
negatives
just done.
make a positive.
I
That's
don't
not how it
maths.
works.
Maths. But yeah, that was the extraordinary.
You just said
quiz.
extra.
Hang on, what was our scores? Because they need to try and beat us.
Oh, you got 9 each.
No, oh,
You guys only
fuck.
got
That's right.
9 each. Oh, it can't be. 'cause
That
you got-
can't
Oh
be,
no,
'cause I got
because it's
two
12. There's 12.
Oh, there's 12.
So you got
Alright.
3 wrong each. So
Okay.
there's 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've got to see if you can beat us. You've got to beat 9.
And
That
you
is
beat
your
nine.
score.
Both got Scarface wrong, didn't you?
No.
No, you both
Yeah.
got.
You got it right, didn't you?
No.
No, but you both got
No,
Scarface
no,
wrong.
we both got Scarface
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh, okay.
So
I
that's
just
what you
didn't
both
think
got
they
that
would
wrong,
do
and
it.
then you got
Yeah.
Dan got...
I got a couple in the middle wrong, and then you got the last two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
There we go. We did it.
We did it. Now we're going on to the final part of the show, guys. So I give complete warning here for audio listeners and video listeners. There is going to be complete...
Are you trying to show your guns or something? What is this?
Complete spoiler cast on Spider-Man. We're going to go into complete details of story spoilers, of side mission spoilers, of what we think if there will be sequels, what we think sequel spoilers will be, DLC spoilers, anything.
No, I don't think there will. Oh no, I lost the extraordinary Chris.
Anything we want to talk about, we're going about. So no holds barred. If you haven't finished the game, you want to go now.
Yeah, fuck
Come
off.
back when you finish the game. If you haven't finished the game and you want to stay around, then
Such
stay
a
there.
combative podcast.
And,
Have you ever
yeah.
noticed that?
Yeah, it is a bit, isn't it? Yeah.
20 to 25 minutes now of sheer Spider-Man spoiler goodness.
That's right.
Should we start with... What should we start with? Because spoiler casts are always hard.
Oh my
It's
God.
really
Yes.
difficult.
We'll go through the story. It's
Can
your
we-
story.
hang
Let's
on,
talk
hang
about
on.
story
Before
first.
we go into that,
let's do that.
because for me, I am going to attack this game, but I
course
want
you
to
are.
make it really clear that I really feckin' enjoyed this game.
I think it's, I mean...
And I think before we go into this whole spoiler cast bit where we have a go at different aspects of it, or we talk about different bits that we liked or didn't like, it's important to know that I think all of us really enjoyed this game.
And I think this is going to be quite good because you're going to be attacking it.
Yeah.
Even though you love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be gushing and you're going to be in the middle road. So
Probably,
it's going to be quite like...
So I think it's quite... Before
good
you start
discussion.
going, oh, you dickheads, you don't... Actually, we all really
we all
like
love
the
it.
game.
Yeah, we all think it's great.
We're all fans of Spider-Man anyway, so, I mean, it was going to win.
Yeah.
And Scorch Boy.
Scorch
Boy, a classic Marvel character.
So let's start off there. We all think it's a great game. We all think it's something that, you know, if you haven't played yet, you should play.
It's a solid 4 out of 10.
solid 2.2, maybe 1.
That's right. Well, a 0.2 out.
So should we start with the story?
Maybe
before
a
we
wet
start?
Greg.
Should we just work away through the story and then talk about gameplay after that?
Yeah, okay.
Go on
So
then.
we're not trying to linger too much because we'll be there. Right?
Yeah,
exactly. Go for it. But I think the first thing that I liked about the story was the introduction of Dr. Octavius.
Yep.
Oh.
Because I didn't know that was happening.
No.
Oh, okay.
And when I had no idea he was in the game, I thought Mr. Negative was the main bad guy. That's all we were going to have.
Right.
And then when he showed up, I was like, oh shit, we're doing this, are we? I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I love that it made me care about Dr. Octavius.
There were so many beautiful points about that. Not only were you working, as you were busy going through and doing the codes and sorting out the electric bits, that you know what was going on.
What?
And it was...
You got a beer still?
We're talking. Dude,
This is going to be a long time.
dude, it's
Don't
called
worry about
listening.
I am listening. I was before you didn't realise.
No,
it. This is going to be a long
Just
time. I'm
fucking
very ready.
whoa.
I've been rational.
There were so many beautiful moments in the Octavius part as you're busy building the suit and you're like, hang on. There were so many points in that.
He
I
says
was like,
stuff that's like...
I don't want to do this because I
Yeah.
know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
And because you like him. You like
Yeah.
Dr. Octavius. He's a nice fucking guy.
And as he's talking
Good
about
boss.
his body degenerating and the fact
That's
that
sad,
the
man.
mind is the only going to be the thing that left, and you're just like, oh, I feel so bad for
I
you.
love that scene where he says that to Peter, and Peter, gives that whole like,
Yeah.
I didn't start working here for because
Yeah, to make the money.
I
I'm
came
not
here for
even-
your mind.
Yeah.
That's not going to go
And
away.
it's such an amazing moment, and the whole build up to it because it doesn't happen straight away.
It's
a lot
so-
of these
it's
games are
well
like,
paced. It's
oh,
very
here's
well
Doc Ock,
paced.
straight away you're his bad guy, and they
Yes.
left it till so late,
I love it. It's extremely well
and
paced.
it was
so
brilliant.
It's very
really
well
good.
Yeah. I think all the voice acting is incredible, especially Dr. Octavius. I really liked him. I don't know who it is, but I thought he was great. I really believed it.
I do on a uber nerd side of it.
Go on.
The fact that Wilson Fisk is done by Travis Willingham, who is Critical Role and has also
Really?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, we're talking about the upper echelons of voice acting. If you're
Wow.
an uber nerd,
But Wilson Fisk was
you'll
great.
know him from Street Fighter games
Oh, okay.
and things like that. But yeah, he's Wilson Fisk in it, and you just
He was great.
when I first attacked him at the start, I was like, that's freaking Travis Willingham. I'm so gonna nail this fucking.
The guy doing Peter is great.
I love the fact they recorded the voices twice.
Such a subtle but really works.
How
very
many
well.
times when you were playing it did you put that to the test though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I constantly did it. Right, I'm going to stay still,
Yeah.
and now I'm going to swing, fuck it, and then it changed the
It's
voice.
seamless. Yeah.
And what I really liked was if you start swinging and it changes the voice to this more. When you stop, it doesn't. That voice change doesn't happen straight away.
No, it still finishes that clip.
It's still
sort of, yeah.
Well, it finishes the clip and kind of does the next one as well because there's a
Yeah.
bit of him calming down from it.
Yeah.
I was like, that is. And you said this to me when it was like the attention to detail
Yeah.
Oh, it's excellent.
is brilliant.
All around, it's really good.
For an open world game, I know it's not the biggest open world game you're ever going to play.
Big enough though, is the thing.
But
Yeah,
it's for
perfect
yeah,
size.
for an open world game like that to have the attention to detail, it's something that so many you don't realise you want it until you get it, and then you get it in a game like this, and you're like, wow, just the littlest, smallest of things.
It's nice.
How he interacts with different environment things.
It's funny that I don't actually. If they, well, they will do a sequel, but when they do, I don't want a bigger Manhattan.
I remember Big Manhattan.
I don't think it needs a bigger
In
Manhattan.
Chicago.
They just changed
Just
fucking
Austin, you know.
Spider-Man will leave.
They're going to have a really cool wind mechanic, and they want to show that off.
Sure, why not? He can't swing anywhere because the wind's just battering him.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like the PS2 game, and you can't go to the floor because the fog.
Well, they,
PS1 game.
they
PS1
do-
game.
just PS1.
No, well, though PS2, the
I will
Spider-Man
point
movie
out
game.
they actually do that in the new Spider-Man game as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they
like
do
that.
that.
Though.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure that's a reference. I'm sure it is.
There are so many things in there that I'm like, is that a reference
It's got
to
to be
the
a reference.
shit games that you just
You're
sit
like the
there and-
Scorpion part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some
There's
research
some bits
stuff.
before when there are.
Research missions.
Yeah, there's lots of.
There's
like,
a mission
lightning
where you
ones on there
can't. It's busy
Oh,
tracking
yeah, you
the
have
floor
to-
and
yeah.
above, and it's going up and down. You've got to swing between it, and
Yeah.
I'll go back to the story. Went off the story
Yeah.
really quickly there.
oh, we're really good at going off
Yeah,
tangents.
that's our thing.
Yeah, it is.
But back to Octavius, that I know it's like maybe it was a bit on the nose, but that imagery where you first see it, and that foreshadowing of the huge cable, I was like, oh, holy fuck, that
I was
is
like,
gorgeous.
I was like, there's only two.
Did
And
you?
I was
What?
like,
There's four?
no, there was two at first, wasn't there?
And then the
And
other.
then two come out from underneath.
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
was
the
like,
arms when he actually shows his arms.
Oh, when it arms in the first place.
Before
I'm
that, the bit
talking
he's talking about.
when you first see him,
Yeah.
he walks
Oh,
into the
yeah,
building,
yeah.
and he's got huge cables coming out because he's trying to do the.
And
Yeah.
there's two, but you actually see the others. The
Yeah.
bit I thought was quite interesting is: did you play with the arms after he became Otto?
No.
So if you play with the arms after he becomes Otto, you cannot use them without them being aggressive.
What?
So
That's
before, if
really
you play
cool.
with the arm, you can move it up and down. It
Yeah,
moves
you're
from
like
left to
doing
right.
this loads.
Yeah, I did that. I
Yeah.
actually did that for hours. I was like,
Yeah.
you can make it work.
I was having a great
It's
time.
fucking hilarious. But if you go back and play it, it doesn't matter what you do. It will always stop, pause, and then attack and shoot the bits out. You can't do anything other than
That's
it be aggressive.
really cool. I had no
And
idea.
as I was playing that, I was like, that is such a brilliant touch to add in something that a lot of people you just won't
Yeah.
do it. You're like,
I
I'm moving
didn't
on.
I'll be honest,
really
I want to go
to-
back and play.
I didn't really go to Octavius Labs while he was Otto. I didn't really go back.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
I went back once because you have to.
Yeah.
And looked around. I was like, "Fuck, this place is like awful now."
Yeah.
Because he's like, really, there's all these evil. The whole like raft thing,
Yeah.
where he's actually had his plans on the board, and you can go up to it, and he's like, "What's this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, they helped me. They want me to design a
new security system.
And I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, cool."
It's
I,
like-
I did, even though I know he's Dr. Octopus, I was like, I
when
didn't
you go
even
along
click.
and you see the 3D printers. So
Yeah.
before he's
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Ock, and he's actually designing Rhino's suit,
Yeah, I
and
s-
you see it in there, and you're like, "What's this?" And he's
I
like,
saw
"Oh, I'm
that.
just designing new armor." And then later, it's Rhino's suit that you're
Oh
looking
my
at, and you're
God.
like, "Oh my god, they
That's
put that
so
in at that
good.
point."
That's so good.
And that is all part of what they've managed to create in Spider-Man. Is just so
Yeah, it really,
beyond anything else.
it
I've
really
played
did
in a long
immerse you
time.
into it, didn't it? It really kind of
Yeah.
took you into the game. Those little nods.
Which made up for the fact that Mr. Negative was shit.
he was kind of a non-character. He was kind of a red herring, if anything,
Yeah.
to lead you up to Octopus.
And that's why it made up for it, because the whole thing, the whole Mr.
Yeah.
Negative bit, the whole.
I did
oh,
so,
look,
yeah.
he's Mr.
I mean, he's
Leaves.
not a great character in the comics anyway. But
No.
that
what
was
I did,
a really good move, though.
what I did like about him
Yeah.
was the fact that the enemies you fought, the negative enemies, added a slightly different dynamic to the other enemies. So by
They did, yeah.
having
Yeah.
the negative thingies, that
They had the negative powers.
They
didn't
could do,
Which was
yeah,
more powerful than the stuff.
yeah, and the
Sable
guys
or-
with the whips that you had
But
to kind
didn't
of
you
read
find then
too,
the
so.
later enemies were just a bit boring?
Oh,
Because
the
they were a bit-
Sable guys were just, they were literally what everyone hates Destiny for. How do you make it harder? you got to shoot them more. The Sable were exactly the same. How do you make it harder? You got to punch them.
Yeah, their armor's thicker or whatever.
Yeah, it
those
was a
jetpack
bit.
guys though, fuck those guys.
See, they were easy
but-
because you just grab them,
but when
whip
there's
them
like
around,
5
and
of them
throw
at
them.
once, like they piss me
You
off.
throw them into each other and they just take them down in pretty much one
And also,
hit.
if you've unlocked the right structures through it, by the
true.
time I got to that point, because I did all the side missions and all the silly
That's
bits
pretty much the
before,
same, yeah.
I was such a high level that these guys were like, well, I'll dodge it and then I'll press triangle and I'll take them down.
I did all
and
the
that's
side
where I
mission
was.
stuff after the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's other stuff I loved in the story?
So when so
That
like,
Stan Lee cameo, that came out of nowhere. I was like, what? Ah! I was like, this is great.
My bit with that is, I knew it was in there because
I
by
had
the
no
time I
idea.
played it, people had spoiled that.
Oh,
for me.
it's supposed to be
I had no
like-
Because
idea
I saw
either.
clips, I knew it was in there, but still,
you
it
guys are
took me
great
as
together.
it took me as a surprise when it happened. It was like I knew it was going to come
But you didn't
at
know
some
where,
point.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it appeared. It was like, oh, look at Stan Lee.
When he showed up, I was like, wow, okay, I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. I don't know, I was just like, they really thought,
One thing
made it really real to
not
me.
trying to jump forward on the story, but
go
it
ahead,
happens a few times. Is they do it in Osborn's lair or his little hidden room.
Mm-hmm.
They do it in the science lab that we were talking about, and they do it in the lair actually of the Sinister Six at the end.
Yep.
But little nods to kind of people who are fans of source material, where like you go in there and there's the grenades on the side, and you're like, oh, they're Green Goblin's grenades.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so many things you find, and you're like, oh, that's the. And I'll be honest, I thought to kind of jump right to you now, when you go into the Osborn hidden room, and you see the tank, and you're like, oh, he's a real mad science stuff here. I was like, that's going to be the Green Goblin suit. Like, I literally in my head was like, it's Green Goblin suit.
I
it's
was
Green
like,
Goblin suit.
that's Harry.
It's Green Goblin suit. It's Green Goblin suit.
I
It's
knew
Green
it
Goblin
was
suit.
Harry. I was like,
They'd
Harry.
been teasing the Harry bit
But then
for so long.
I didn't. So I didn't mean to spoil it for your brother, but I kind of spoiled it for your brother. I didn't mean to. When he was like, "Oh yeah, it's really bad that they like Harry's not. They've sent Harry away and that." And I was like, "I don't think he's gone anywhere, mate." And then he was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I'm not going to say anything else." I kind of guessed that pretty early on that Harry was somewhere in the midst of
If
things.
you do the research missions, he's always like, yeah, I'm in Europe. And it's like, okay, well, you're not in Europe then, are you?
Yeah.
You say it like that. You're not there.
But MJ does a lot of
She does that as
pointing
well.
towards the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where he is. Where did he disappear to?
Yeah,
she was,
he's like-
and
he's
he
like,
was
what
about,
should-
yeah, okay,
She'll be like, yeah, Europe, wherever he is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. But the whole reveal of him being at the end and him having the symbiote around him, I was saying I really liked. If the fact that they go down the route of making him Venom, I'm very happy with that. I know you like Eddie Brock. I can't stand him as a character.
I need more from Harry to dislike Peter. Because, honestly, from what the game gives me, they seem like they are huge mates. He's trusted Peter with his research missions.
On the table, sorry.
He's trusted Peter with these research missions that have like ludicrous like things that he needs to do, not knowing he's Spider-Man.
Okay,
He's-
so look at that from the different angle then. So he's trusted Peter with research missions that would kill him. A large amount of these missions. No, think about what
No,
he
I
had to
You
do.
think
agree.
a
I
human-
agree.
You think a human running after
No,
pigeons
I
in a
completely
sea
agree.
is
That it's
Well, no,
silly.
that was that Hank who got him to go round and chase the pigeons for it.
That was-
That mission pissed me off no end. And it wasn't a difficult mission to do, but it was like I'm fucking Spider-Man and I'm flying around the city.
But he's
to
your friendly
collect
neighbour spider.
pigeons.
It's true. But yeah, as much as those missions are ridiculous for a normal person to do, I don't think that's a story aspect. It's just a gameplay.
I
thing.
just think we'll find out more from what they did in the previous ones and what they've done in many of the different Spider-Man comics is that MJ and Harry were...
Maybe I'm sure Venom will corrupt him
More.
or something. Yeah, but I would like him
I
to
don't
have
think Venom... I love Venom.
course,
I
yeah.
prefer Venom to Spider-Man. Always have done.
Same.
And I've always thought the Venom comes more from what the person puts into it than Venom being the bad guy. And I think Harry, from being fucked up from his dad and being, in love with MJ and having to put up with
Osborn illness.
Peter, and knowing that he'll never compete with Spider-Man, because Harry knew. Harry was always
Doesn't
there.
know.
Harry, he does,
if
and
anything,
he always
he's gonna
has
have a
done.
vendetta against his dad. That's
Start
the only vendetta
of
he has.
2 DLC whatever.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's caught in something, I don't know what it is, where
Black Cat?
no,
No.
Norman
Yeah, Osborn.
is killed, and it looks like Peter Parker done it
No, they're not going to kill Norman that quick.
They're going to do the
straight off. That
No,
one,
Spider-Man 2002
yeah,
route. Yeah.
they're going to go down that route where He's killed, and then Venom knows that he is. I don't know. Maybe he's half. I don't know. But Venom will know. Peter Parker could have saved his dad, and I think
they won't go there that quick.
I think they will because I think
they've
they want
been
to
building
get
him up to be
Venom
Green Goblin.
in, and they want to give a backstory.
Can you just
look at the grenades you get? They're Green Goblin's grenades you get.
Think
They've been building to bring Green
But
Goblin
then they're
in.
yeah, but they had Mysterio in there, and he didn't turn up.
Yeah, but he's a past villain. He already exists.
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is one of the things I really like about it is that we're late into his career.
Yeah.
It's not. He's not new to it. That's why you already have the Vulture. You already have Shocker.
Yeah.
Electro and all that. He's been and gone. They're nothing to him now. But I like the idea that the next game we get Green Goblin as a huge major villain because he is in Spider-Man lore. He's a big deal. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, Vulture's the biggest deal. I'm sorry, but if you go through it, Vulture is the biggest deal in Spider-Man lore.
But in the main sort of like,
but in the main game,
public's like mind.
But that's only because of movies.
I know, but that's the thing about this game. It's taking the parts from all versions of Spider-Man that work that people know. So I think the next game they have.
Then why isn't Christopher Walken?
Excuse me?
Christopher Walken should be the Green Goblin.
Why?
I've always thought that.
You've always thought that?
Yeah, he'd be amazing.
He'd be a good Green Goblin.
I guess so, yeah. I love Willem
amazing.
Dafoe as a Green Goblin, but that's because that's a childhood thing, probably.
Christopher Walken would be so much better.
Maybe. I'm not against it. I think it'd probably be pretty good. But anyway, what I was saying is, I think it'd be great if the next game was Green Goblin is the main villain. He's a major role as being like this big scary thing that Peter's got to face. Maybe even if you want to, like they can't consider the bombs now. Maybe they could do the ultimate version of the Green Goblin.
Yeah,
that huge monster, but they've got the bombs, so I guess they are going to do the traditional Goblin. And then have the black suit be a solution to that problem because obviously it makes him stronger, it makes him faster, better. And then the next film, because I prefer the slow build.
I don't think they'll spend they won't spend the whole game.
No, not the whole game. The third act, you've got the black suit, and that's how he defeats. They're actually saying that because that
doesn't work.
It's derivative because obviously this game he had to make a new suit to defeat the bad guy.
I don't think.
Always thought it's kind of weird.
I mean, you could go down the route of maybe Parker, or he thinks he's saving Harry, and he ends up trying to save him, and the symbiote takes over him that way, and that's how Parker gets to Venom.
I don't think we're going to get a Parker Venom mix.
We need to. I don't want that shit. You don't have Venom without Spider-Man first.
Yeah, hey, because the movie's coming up.
I fully agree with you, and I'm fully on that. I do not believe you have Venom without Spider-Man, but I think, as Lewis just said, with the new movie coming out, we're going to get this whole...
I don't think it's anything to do with the films.
I don't think Sony would have let them get fully away with bringing Venom in, which they have, without it being related in some way to the films.
I think Sony Computer Entertainment is very different to Sony Pictures. They're very different divisions of the same company.
They still have the same marketing, I think, not far off the same marketing route, and I still think they want to make as much
I think they're very separate.
money on this IP as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Before we dwell on those,
I very disagree. I disagree hugely on that.
Obviously, we know you loved it.
I loved it. Yeah.
What parts didn't you like so much? What parts do you like?
It's slating time. Let's rip the shit out of Spider-Man.
Research missions got quite boring. They were quite different, but I thought they were sort of a bit naff, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially the ones where you got to fly through gas. I was like, whatever, I don't want to do this.
The problem with that one is they did that one a couple of times.
Yeah.
A lot of the other ones, it was like, it's once, you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Move on. But the gas one is like, swing through a glass cloud.
Yeah, that was quite frustrating as well. And they had similar missions with the drone missions for Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which were very similar.
Yeah.
And there was one in particular drone in one mission that fucked me off because I couldn't fucking get it. It was some factory near a factory. And
I was about to say, the drone missions were so piss simple that it was ridiculous.
All the other ones, fine. There was one drone, and I couldn't. It was fucking annoying me because every single time I would just miss it by that much.
Oh, right.
I'd be like zipping past it every time. I'm like, fucking hell! I'd done all the other ones.
You didn't smash the controller on me, did you?
I was getting close to it. I'd gone past it to get the ones past it that are supposed to be harder, and they were easy. But then I went back to this one, and I was like, for fuck's sake, why can't I fucking get it? It was because it was nowhere near anything that you could zip to.
Yeah.
So you had to sort of zip past the thing.
Yeah, go up and then come
and it was
down.
moving as well, so it was not like it was stationary.
Timing issues.
Yeah, it was just getting me really annoyed. That really bugged me. Just trying to think anything else. Side missions. I actually quite like side missions. They were
good
simple.
story.
They were simple, but they were fine.
Playing good story to me. Yeah.
Well, they did exactly what you said. They made him a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, not all the missions related to the main stories, but some of them were just silly little things that
helping find missing students and things like that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me to find things that I hate about it.
Shall I get in there then? Soon as he's wussing
Do you
out.
want me to go and then you go?
That's-
'Cause you're going to go
go
longer.
for it.
So I haven't got loads. Game was far too handholdy. Way too handholdy. Anytime there's a boss fight, I was getting a prompt before I could even have a chance to work out how to beat the boss. There was a prompt of saying what to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it was like, yeah.
Did I just skip past that? Because I don't remember.
No,
it at all.
it was like, so it would be like, it would, so the whole L1, R1 to 3 website, but that'd be the first thing that would flash up. So like the Rhino fight, straight away, the first thing that flashed up was L1 and R1 on the thing that was running towards me. And I was like, well, I'm guessing I'll just pull this down. Oh, I've done that now.
I'm being serious. I don't remember that at all.
Did you not?
I remember actually being like, okay, what's what do I do here? I remember actually working out myself.
Oh, there was so...
I didn't work out a boss fight myself for
it was
any of
literally
the
held
fights.
my hand the whole way. There's not one... Stealth missions, it was instantly just like, oh, I guess I need to go over here now. I mean, it would instantly pop up where you need to go.
Yeah, and
I actually failed stealth.
The stealth missions
what the fuck
were...
happened to me then?
I failed stealth missions mainly because I suck at stealth missions
So
in
did I,
games,
but
but also because I got so fucking bored.
The stealth was very boring and the stealth was very poor.
I
Very
will say
poor.
that the
I'm gonna
non-Spider-Man
read
missions aren't great.
Just like playing as the other people was fine, but honestly, so I didn't. I think one time I failed a stealth mission, but it wasn't a stealth mission. It was when Miles Morales is trying to get out with Rhino, but I didn't know he was behind me, so I climbed out the ladder and it was like, yeah, you failed, and I was like, oh okay. That's the only time I failed a stealth mission. I was like, okay, walk here. It wasn't stealth at all. I was walking over glass. And no one was like, oh, what's that noise?
I was just like, over glass and people were like, oh, what's that noise?
But they didn't. So if I threw one of the spider tracker beepy things that MJ had,
yeah.
then walked over glass, the glass wasn't cancelling out that. They were too interested by that.
Okay.
So I could throw that and then they'd all be there and just walk over. I could literally have a little cup of tea behind them and carry on walking and no one... The stealth was poor. Like, worse than Last of Us, and I still think Last of Us stealth is poor.
So, on a stealth thing, so there's one mission which was kind of nice with MJ when you went into the train station.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
And I was like, oh god,
that was cool.
And
that was
I was
really
there
cool.
going, oh shit, we're on another stealth mission.
Yeah,
Here we
that was
go
cool.
again. But Spider-Man was joining in.
And calling him in.
But Spider-Man would only work in certain situations.
Yeah, it was very...
It was
Paint by
very
numbers.
prescribed.
Yeah.
It was very much, you have to be here. Because there was one point, and it turned out a little bit of fun for me because it was a laugh. I actually got one guy who was right near all the prisoners to walk all the way to the back of the station. I got him to walk all the way around the side. I got him to walk back down the steps. I got him to walk back to the ones by throwing beacons to him all the time and then hiding. But at no point did Spider-Man come out after having killed all the other people around there. Did he come out and go, you can get him now? Because it was like, no, I'm terribly sorry, but this guy has to be caught there.
Yeah.
And I was like, hang on, this isn't a stealth mission then. This is a very much a linear, I must take this motion. And I was like, this is bullshit. Why am I playing this? Don't make me play a stealth mission when there's nothing there.
Very slight defence. I mean, none of us expected to be playing a stealth game when we brought Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But still said, they are by far, I think, the weakest parts of the game. Well,
I agree.
They're
Well, not
joint,
just that,
they're
but
joint weakest parts of the game with boss fights.
But not only that, though, they put in a shitload of stealth in
Yeah,
there.
there was a lot in there.
It wasn't just one. They just like, here's another
it's a
MJ one.
handful.
Here's another MJ one. The worst one for me personally was when Miles was off to get milk, and then all of a sudden he's on a stealth mission to get milk.
And all of a
I'm
sudden
like,
he's a hacker.
Yeah.
Who knew he was a hacker?
Well, he's done the stealth mission before that to hack.
Yeah.
And he's still there going, but that makes no sense. And he has the technology, in his phone
Yeah.
to hack these flying machines? I don't think so.
Like,
and then,
we're talking,
I'm going to sneak to get milk. It's
we're
like,
talking
fuck
elite security services.
Yeah.
You can hack their drones like that.
To be fair, I've got quite a severe suspension of disbelief when it comes to Spider-Man.
So, yeah, but I mean,
Because
like...
there's
I'm
always
willing to
shit
go
like
for that. But to get milk, there's no
I'm gonna
way
be
this
honest.
kid is going to
It
put
was
his life on line.
antibiotics, it wasn't milk.
I'm going to be honest.
He states, I need to go across here to get some milk to bring it back. He wanted antibiotics, but he actually states that he wants milk.
I don't remember that at all.
And then Spider-Man in the movie said that he'd come from the future.
Excuse me.
Do you not remember us talking about
thank
that?
you so much.
They were pretty sure in the Avengers movie.
Yeah,
he
I was-
came from the future.
Oh, yeah,
but he
yeah.
was on a field trip.
Yeah.
I've watched that movie again. It still sounds like he says he comes from the future.
I was hugely disappointed with the boss fights. Like genuinely,
Yeah, the boss fights.
The last boss fight. Okay, the boss fights were cinematic. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last one, I'll be honest, I enjoyed, but I think that was more because of an emotional attachment to it.
That's why I liked it. Yeah.
But it wasn't a good boss fight. It was obvious straight away what you had to do, considering your bloody suit power. Like straight away, as soon as I had my suit power, I was like, oh, it resupplies my equipment. Well, I'm guessing I'm just using my equipment on him then. So I just kept throwing bombs at him, and then it was just one bomb would all of a sudden triangle. I think I've done the last boss in 5-6 minutes.
Yeah.
It's probably the easiest boss. One of the easiest bosses I've ever fought in a game, which kind of took that emotional thing out of it, because I was like, he can't be that sad about it. He was that easy. He's not like, this is Doc Ock, and he was so easy. So boss fights I thought were disappointing. There's no other way about it. They were disappointing.
I think it was. You're right. Obviously, they're not really the particularly good boss fights at all. Any of them aren't really that good. But I think they're trying to go for more the spectacle of an Uncharted style boss fight.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to
And that's what it was.
Serious boss
the
fight.
bosses were a spectacle.
Yeah.
Because all of them were more like just watching the videos. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, the one for me that really got me was Electro and Vulture. Because when I played that one, I was like, well, this is what we're going to get from boss fights. Literally, I will move, I'll look for button presses when they want me to do it, and I'll do it.
Like, yeah.
And then I'll move through. I mean, I took no damage in that fight.
No, it was hard to take damage in any
Exactly.
of the boss fights.
Especially even that like weird splaying electricity thing.
Yeah,
you did.
but you're like, oh,
It's
look,
so
there's a
easy to dodge
massive
that.
gap.
Yeah.
I'll go into that.
It's so
Oh,
easy.
look, my spidey senses
It's hard
are
to get
going.
hit.
I'll dodge, triangle, vultures getting
Yeah.
a kick in the face. And I was like, this isn't... Cinematically, I was like, okay, I can see...
Looks great.
It looks great at points. And this is a problem I have with the game as well. There are so many points where the camera is just a dick.
Really? I've not really had
You're
that.
either really close or you can't see what's
I
behind you.
had
You're
that a
having
couple of
fights.
times, yeah.
And the amount of times I was going back into a fight and I couldn't see who I was fighting.
Yeah.
I knew I was there, but because of the way the camera had moved me for having dodged out the way, I was running into I have no idea what. So I would just hammer a button and in I go to the fight system, which was kind of nice. It was like Batman, but it was more avoidance.
Yeah.
So you had to swing
Well,
out the way more.
Spider-Man,
Which
yeah.
is Spider-Man, which worked really well.
Yeah.
Until the fact they then put you inside buildings or in tight areas, and then it didn't
That's
work.
always a mistake with Spider-Man games. They always do that.
Yeah.
They put Spider-Man in a room. Don't put him in a room. He's Spider-Man. Put him in the streets.
But,
You know, it's
but
where
the
he
problem
belongs.
was the combat system that they had made for Spider-Man didn't work in tight rooms. So you'd be
It does.
surrounded by 3 or 4 people and you can't dodge. You can't avoid the bits. You can't do what Spider-Man does. Your attacks don't work in the same way because you're ran by them and you're just like, this
I
doesn't
still
work. They
think-
didn't think it through.
Controversial.
Go on.
A lot of people are going, oh, it's Arkham Combat, which it kind of is.
It
Yeah.
much is.
I still think Arkham Combat's better.
Arkham Combat is better.
I still don't think Arkham Combat invented Arkham Combat.
I don't think it did.
Well, no, it didn't, but it made it really polished.
It works really nicely in Arkham, yeah, obviously.
Arkham Combat is better because Batman is a close combat character.
Yeah, the only thing that...
Spider-Man is not, and he never has been. He's always been about dodging out the way. He's
pulling
witty
people
comebacks.
towards you and,
Yeah.
and
Decking him and
air-based
moving
combat.
around.
There's a great thing in Web of Shadows.
Yeah.
There was a lot of web-based combat in there.
Yes.
Where you could chain webbing towards an enemy, jumping off, webbing to another one, jumping off, and then you could do all these combos, and that was great.
Yeah.
They've done a similar thing in here. It's not quite as nice.
Yeah,
but
because
I do really
because
enjoy
they
the combat in this
concentrated
game.
on the idea of close combat
Yeah.
in the
Some
same
of the
way
real
Batman
cool-
did, but it didn't have that. Spider-Man is about moving away,
Yeah.
and when they forced you back into it, it didn't work, and the camera didn't work, the combat didn't work, and it felt shit,
Okay.
and I didn't feel
Actually,
like
I
Spider-Man.
like the combat.
Until I moved
I didn't
out,
mind it.
as soon as I was going and I was able to swing, so the battles on top of construction sites were gorgeous. You jump off a building, you swing round, you come back up, you deck the
Yeah.
guy with the rocket launcher, and I'm gone again. And it's just like, shit, where's
Yeah.
Spider-Man? And
I think
that was it.
encourages you to be inventive with the amount of
Yeah.
weapons and equipment you have, and
But as
and
soon
the
as
way
it
you
put
can
you in
traverse the
corridors-
environment and stuff. Yeah, but when it puts you indoors, it's like, what's the point?
The other bit that really irritated me with the combat was when you did the bases,
Yeah,
and you, especially with the demons, where you take the ones out on the roof and then you snuck down into the building, and then you could do secret takedowns.
I like the stealth stuff. Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to stealth the whole
It's
lot.
very amazing.
But as soon
Spider-Man
as the next wave came in, you couldn't stealth anything.
that bugs me.
And it forced
Yes.
you to that. So you could
Once
take
you've
the
done
whole
the first
room
wave,
out.
then it's like you've immediately been discovered. It's
Yeah.
like why? It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's like they don't want
It's a slight weird thing because you just swapped my memory on it. Stealth takedowns were cool. Far too few finishing moves. I just kept seeing them over.
Oh yeah,
and
the
over.
to do that.
same
You think
sort
they'll
of
add
ones.
more of them?
So The Witcher done that,
Yeah.
and they added a lot. Because I remember The Witcher, they had these like finishing moves, and they were really cool. But there was again like 3 or 4, and it was just over and over.
I do like most of the
Which
animations,
added-
so they are good.
Fucking loads. They had like another 25 finishing moves.
There's one
The
I
animations
hate.
are cool, but they're just
There's one I actually hate. It's the one where you put webs around someone's neck. And
Oh,
it goes
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
It's
no,
lame. I hate
It
that
doesn't
one.
work.
physics
Doesn't.
behind that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like the on the neck spin
Oh,
around.
what, the
throw
spin
down.
kick?
I'm
The,
fine with
uh,
that.
Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, that's not great.
But yeah, I like the ones where you like
Punching
slam
one's
them into
great.
the ground.
The punch when the camera
where,
moves
where,
as well.
where he webs a punch towards him.
Yeah.
Where he like webs the ground and goes poof like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Towards it. That's great.
You're gonna take that shelving unit down.
It keeps wobbling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. one step closer.
Yeah, shuffle a bit closer to
the
the
shelf.
table. No, to the table.
One thing that I think kind of sucks in the game is wall crawling. Have
I
you
hardly used it. I hardly used it.
have you actually not running, just crawling?
Yeah,
It
you
sucks.
can't turn the corners.
Sometimes
So if
you
you're
can,
on, if you're on a
sometimes you
building
can't.
that has a 45-degree angle,
Exactly. If
you
it's
can't
90,
get around it.
If it's 90 degrees, it'll
yeah,
do
you're
it,
fine.
right? And but sometimes there'll be like a slight ledge at the top of the building, and he'll be like, "Oh no, I can't do it."
Yeah,
The wall crawling is bad.
there is
hardly
a
used it.
church.
I know you wouldn't use it because you can run up walls,
Yeah.
and it's more fun. It's quicker. It keeps your momentum going, but wall crawling is still
There is a church you can go to, and you can't actually climb its steeples,
really,
and it makes no sense.
Is that the
It makes-
Uncle Ben graveyard?
No, it's
Is
one
the
near the
up,
middle.
in the middle.
It's nearer the middle.
In the financial district. The little one in the middle of the
Upper East
buildings.
Side?
I can't remember. I can't remember exactly where it is, but
Okay.
there is one church, and you cannot actually climb up the steeples for some reason. It makes no sense because
Then-
you climb that same
I
thing
don't know
anywhere
what they
else.
did. I don't know what they did.
And I
to the
tried to
climbing,
do
but
it
it's not
slow,
good.
and I don't. But
There are
points.
I get they focus. I they focus more on the web.
yeah, because that's how you're going to move, and it works
and all the
well.
momentum stuff and all the like cornering and when you run up a building, you press X and you do that. You web the
can whip-
building.
yeah, yeah.
And flip
Right.
over.
That's
and
great, and I love the launching
When you go
of
through-
points.
Yeah.
For me, I love going under a bridge,
Yeah.
under a tunnel when you
Yes.
web, and it does that close camera comes in and you twist through.
Yeah.
Or when you go underneath the water
Yeah,
towers and you do bits. It's like
Looks awesome. Yeah,
gorgeous, really nice. But there are points where you're
there are
just like,
seams.
I just want to go
Oh,
over
yeah.
that edge, and it's like, no, Spider-Man can't do that, and you're like,
It's like what? No,
what the
Spider-Man,
fuck?
Spider-Man
You
can do that.
You can do that.
Yeah.
No, but it's a millimeter out of the wall, so Spider-Man is fucked.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, it's raining down the water spout. You go, Spider-Man. No.
I do feel that this game was very heavily looked at through rose-tinted
Oh fuck yeah.
like
Through what?
hugely rose-tinted glasses.
Rush.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, hugely. I think you put any other
I
character
mean, I do it. I know I'm doing it.
other
but
than
I still like
Spider-Man in there, it's mediocre. It's a mediocre
Yeah.
open world game. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not slating it down. I just was. So I finished it the other night. The whole Aunt May dying, very sad.
Oh,
the
that had me good.
The
I was
like,
like,
all that was very good, and it was very well delivered, and it was like
I
you said,
actually
the
liked-
acting was really really good,
that-
and it
that
really
end bit
took
with
you
Dr.
into
Tavius
the
was
story.
great.
It was
Yeah.
the
Where
whole
he's
ending was
like, "You
amazing,
knew," and all that.
and the post credit scene was really cool and everything like that. But I couldn't help when I finished it. I was actually on chat with your brother as I was finishing it. He's like, "So what do you reckon to it?" Like, I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, mate. I'm so let down by the boss battles. Like, I felt like they were just generic." And he said, "Good point." He said, I know what you mean. He said, "But remember, this game's kind of built at kids as well."
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck kids!" Like,
I understand.
and
where
I
you're
played it
coming
on
from,
the
'cause you love
hard.
that kind
I
of
played it
shit.
on the hardest
You both
difficulty.
do.
I played it
You're
on the
big into
harder
bosses.
difficulty.
Yeah,
So, and it was not hard.
yeah, it's not.
But and my brother's right. It's not aimed at those people who are going to play out and play Dark Souls, who are going to play.
Yeah,
those
no,
other
it's
ones.
true.
It's not for you.
It's
Because what is
harder
the
than
point?
any other Spider-Man game I've played. The other ones have been
Yeah.
very easy.
Really?
Like you could you barely have to pay attention. This at least I died in this while I was playing it. Fighting random thugs, I would die.
Most times I died in this was when there was like I wouldn't grab onto something to swing with, and I was like, there's nothing there to grab onto. Okay. Well, there was one thing I kept fucking dying over because I'm sure it's a bug in the game. But it's the elevator scene when you have to run up the walls and the elevator's coming down.
I just legged it up that. I didn't even think about it. Just legged it and made it to the top.
So I was
like,
trying to.
It was fucking easy.
I was trying to go across to the right because an elevator coming down. There was no fire there, but as soon as I ran across the right, I would die because there was fire. And I was like, "There's no fire there." And I kept doing that and kept doing that and kept doing that. I ended up turning it off, going back the next day, and the route I was taking it let me take in the end. So I was like,
that's what pissed me off about the stealth sections. That's where I've died the most in the game. And I stuck at stealth, and that's fine. But there were so many times I would die for reasons I couldn't explain.
Yeah.
So I'd distract someone. I'd walk up, and it was like, "Oh, they've seen you." And I'm like, "Who's seen me?" Oh, well, if the camera was facing in that direction, but the camera wasn't facing down.
There
It
was
stuck
a guy
with
that
this
you couldn't
fucking
see
camera
that
angle.
was looking right at you. Yeah.
And it was like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all fine for dying for things I've done. You know, like stupidly throwing myself into a rocket or doing stupid things like that that I do many times in the game, and I'm like, well, just
that was my fault.
That's me. But when I'm dying for things, and it's insta death as well because mission failed.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck off. I haven't got time for that. The other bit on a tangent that I want to get out, and I'm kind of interested in what you guys saw in this. I had multiple times in the game where MJ's face left her body.
What?
So my favourite time for this was when Spider-Man was saving Miles and Aunt May from the fire. The building was burning down. He was saying that MJ comes in through the window to push the barricade over to pull them through. As she pushes the barricade, her face comes off her body and comes down there. And I'm like... And she continues talking over here, but her body does stuff. And I'm like, that is fucked up. What the shit is going on? And that wasn't the only time MJ freaked out on me. And the only person it happened to in the game was MJ as well.
No, never anything like that.
When she was going through... The first time she goes to Mr. Fisk's, he's selling all his artwork.
His art stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She goes in there, she's hiding behind the desk, the woman's on the phone. Yeah? So she's hunkered behind it, her face fucks off to the right-hand side of the screen.
What?
So, and it's literally just the skin, the moulding for that lot. Her body stays there, her hair stays there, her eyes stay there, but her face fucks off to the right-hand side of the screen.
The worst
and I'm sitting there going, what the fuck have I done to this game?
Yeah.
How have I broken this game?
I had one hard crash on day 2.
I had a couple of hard crashes.
That was it'd been out for 2 days, and I had a hard crash, and my build up, it was fine again. That was the only crash I ever had. I've never had anything weird like that.
I had a couple of weirds and I had a couple of hard crashes, and I was just like...
And a couple of hard crashes and the odd little thing here or there.
And
how much?
Not loads, no.
Well, I had enough for me to go, is this game finished? Am I playing this on PC? Is this what's going on
the
here?
Game? You never know.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, because the Spider-Man takes so much from every version of him.
Yeah.
So the films, the cartoons, the comics, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your definitive Spider-Man?
No.
Not a chance?
No. Not even
So
close.
is this my definitive Spider-Man or Peter Parker?
Are you giving me both?
Oh,
What do you think?
Because we had a discussion, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago?
Did we? I don't remember.
My favourite Spider-Man, controversial. My favourite Spider-Man
Yeah.
is actually Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Okay.
We did talk about this.
I love
Thank
him
you for
as
saying
Spider-Man.
that, because he's good
I
Spider-Man.
love him as Spider-Man. I hate him as Peter Parker.
Too cool.
Love him as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think
He's too cool, too handsome. I just want to fuck him too much, you know? And that you can't have Peter Parker like that.
No, you can't.
He's a dweeb, he's a loser.
Yeah.
Why can you not want to fuck the dweeb?
Because he's a fucking loser.
People fuck losers.
He's not supposed to be exceptionally
You got
fuckable.
misses.
I do, yeah. You know, it happens. I'm not saying that. What? I agree. I fully agree. I should play Spider-Man. Because I am that dweeb.
Yeah.
But, like, Andrew
Only
Garfield,
fuckable with a mask on.
that's right. I do wear that mask as well.
Oh God.
I've got a movie accurate mask.
I do love the fact that they, towards the end, they reenact the whole swinging out scene with MJ on him. You know the scene from One where he's just actually a dummy.
I love that bit. Yeah,
and they do it at the end, and he saves MJ. And I was like, that's cool. There's also little quirky nods here and there to the films.
I think that is because they are taking so much from other sources.
Yeah,
it is like.
Is this your definitive Spider-Man then?
It's close. If I were to put it in rank with the films, for example, it might be the best one.
I still prefer Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, not
but
Peter
the
Parker.
whole package. Talking about the whole package here.
Then Tom Holland is the
great.
whole package.
He's great.
He's great. I still prefer Andrew Garfield as
Peter Parker.
No, as Spider-Man.
As Spider-Man, but he's no Peter Parker.
No,
whereas Tom Holland manages to pull off Peter Parker.
And I think Tobey Maguire did a good Peter Parker.
No.
Give me a second.
Do one.
No.
Give me one fucking second.
Usually I would, and usually I don't mind listening to people talk, right? But in this case, there is no argument you could give that would make Tobey Maguire in any way a good Peter Parker or a good Spider-Man.
No,
because he is shit.
Right, well listen for a second, yeah? Okay?
And I got bored. Let's move on.
He's lame. He's awkward. He sucks, and I love it. He's old, which is gross. He's like 38, which is strange. That's way too old.
Yeah, cheers, pal. Thanks a lot. That's how old I am.
Disgustingly old.
Yeah, cheers.
But that's too old for Peter, especially because he's supposed to be in high school.
Yes, yeah.
It's weird, but the way he portrays Peter Parker, I quite
It's
like it.
awful.
Yeah, because Peter Parker's awful.
No, he's not.
He sucks.
He's not.
He sucks.
Peter Parker does suck, but he's never greasy. He never feels...
Tony's not greasy.
He is. He feels greasy. He feels like a lech.
Because he's 38.
Well, yeah. So that doesn't help.
Yeah.
So that just proves an actor who's
down.
not doing
I
his job.
agree
He's
that
awful.
Tom Holland is the full package.
Yeah.
He's a great Spider-Man. He's a great Peter Parker.
Yeah.
But I think Tobey Maguire did a great job, and I think those films are great.
For me, the best Spider-Man is the cartoon series.
90s cartoon.
90s cartoon series is the best
Into the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse does look good though.
I can't wait.
God, that looks
People
so
are
good.
fucking sleeping on that, and I don't know why, because that looks fucking amazing.
But that's not out yet, so I'm not counting that yet until that comes
have
out.
you seen the game Spider-Man's entered the comic universe through Spider-Verse? The new series.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
He's Universe 1048 or something.
Yeah.
Because Superior Spider-Man comes and collects him. He's like, we need you, bitch.
Ends with bitch.
Because he's evil, winning, so he swears.
But no.
But yeah.
But no.
Do you not like the Raimi films at all?
Not really.
I like the fact that Bruce Campbell turns up
You don't
in it.
like them at all?
No, they're
That's
awful
weird.
movies. They are awful movies.
1 and 2 are really good.
They're badly lit. They're badly shot.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
I mean, we just watched the Venom clip,
Yeah.
and you were like, look at the CGI in that.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't know how to do lighting. Well, whoever did the lighting in that Venom clip knew better lighting than who did the Sam Raimi movies.
What?
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
What do you mean? Explain.
It means the contrast that is brought when you use a
Shut the
subtractal angle with a light.
What's the best bit is?
What?
That's pretty close.
No, I want you to say it. Go on.
The colour choices that he made in it
Yeah.
were awful.
For when?
For the contrast between what he was doing was trying to give us a gritty New York City, but then
I
also
disagree.
gave us
rhymes.
absolutely horrific contrast between the awful Goblin suit,
Yeah.
which
Right.
was just,
Okay.
I mean, Jesus.
I mean, it's like
I've made
disgusting.
better shits
Did you
than
see
that
that
Goblin suit.
the pre-production suit they had that was great?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, there's an animatronic suit. He's like traditional Joker, traditional Green Goblin.
Oh, okay.
It looks scary as fuck. It's really good.
See, that would have been better, but instead...
It was a studio that they said no.
But there's so much
once
about the
again.
movie that just doesn't work
Okay.
in any shape
Like-
or form. Like, just
Tobey
you
Maguire.
name it. Go for it. What do you think worked?
I like the cheesy atmosphere.
No.
I like the visuals of Spider-Man swinging.
The cheesy doesn't feel naturally cheesy. It feels like it's forced cheesy.
No, it doesn't.
Everything about it is
It's a
like...
style.
Do you know, it's the Batman. It's that you relate it to Batman. Batman and Robin or... is it Batman Forever?
Yeah, Forever.
Forever, that's what it is. It's Batman Forever.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Batman Forever is better.
Except at least Batman Forever had
That's
Arnie in.
funny. But it's
True.
it's not even close in the same cheesiness.
It is.
Batman and Robin.
What?
better.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It really is.
You're insane.
Batman
A little bit,
So
yeah.
Batman Forever knows it's cheesy and leans into it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is cheesy,
disagree.
trying to be cool, and comes
And
out
Why
fails.
is it the other way around? I think Batman Forever it thinks he's cool, but is very cheesy, and I think Spider-Man knows it wants to be cheesy and leans into it.
No, it doesn't.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
They don't have that. It was definitely a
Well,
case
I
of them
think the
trying to...
internet's on my
We're
side.
supposed... I don't think it is.
No.
I
but-
honestly think it is. If you're
Uh,
Spider-Man fans, I think a lot of the regular
Yeah,
movies,
because
besides
they're all
three.
like 20-year-olds who
That's
never
it.
watched
Yeah.
a movie.
Like, never watched what? Sorry.
Like a movie.
No, but
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies. What's the best Spider-Man movie then?
Best Spider-Man movie.
Homecoming.
So
Yeah.
how would you rate them? All of them?
Homecoming. First.
Homecoming is
Yeah,
number
yeah,
one.
no. All of
I'd
them?
probably...
Is it not Homecoming, Spider-Man 2,
No.
Spider-Man,
No!
Amazing Spider-Man?
I'd probably put Andrew Garfield.
I'd put Garfield's before.
Maguire's.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You put Amazing Spider-Man 2 above Spider-Man 2?
Oh, God. That's a different question completely.
It's Amazing
No, it's
Spider-Man
the
1.
same question.
So Homecoming,
No, sorry.
Amazing Spider-Man, the first one.
Yeah.
Possibly Spider-Man 2, maybe.
When was the last time you guys watched these?
Then
films?
Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then one,
I watched them
one
before.
and 3.
I watched them before I played Spider-Man.
1 and 3 we write
Right.
down there. 3,
'Cause I wanted to know
3
what they
doesn't
were
even
stealing
deserve
from.
a mention.
I think, for me, it's
3 offends me in so many ways.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
For me, it's Homecoming. I still think that's the best one.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, then probably Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. Actually, no, I'll swap
I
that.
love the fact you're
Let's
on.
say
No,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
3,
3 is the
Spider-Man 2.
worst.
Spider-Man 3.
We're talking about the game though. So back to the game
Yeah.
really quickly because we were supposed to be talking about the game before we
I
got
forgot we
distracted
were
by
on
the
this
movies.
podcast, to be honest. I
Yeah,
just got really
we were
heated
just having an
about
argument there.
Spider-Man, yeah. It's a good game.
It's a good game,
It is good.
but it has its flaws.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm really hoping they make 2 better. But
They will.
the one I
I think.
really want to talk about
Yeah.
is when Venom's going to show up. Because I know that we disagree on this.
2.
Very
Yeah,
much
it has
so.
to be 2. They will not show a villain like Venom and then take it away and do 70%
This guy.
of the second game and then
Yeah.
bring it out. There's no chance.
He's DLC.
I think he's DLC.
That,
What?
there you
No, I
go.
thought you were on my
There you
side.
go.
You can't.
for a moment like,
No, I think he's DLC.
but now.
Venom's too big for DLC.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2,
Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah.
the game,
Yeah.
comes out in 2 years' time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Venom's gone by then. No one gives a fuck about Venom by then.
What?
Venom is hot now.
Venom was invented in the fucking
Yeah, no,
80s.
yeah, I get that,
And
but-
he's still fucking relevant.
No, I get that.
I get
but
what
where
he's trying to
where
say.
the MCU is at the moment, Spider-Man is hot topic.
Right.
He's in
Spider-Man's
the.
always a hot topic.
No, it's especially now. He's
Then
had
finish,
Homecoming.
then finish,
Homecoming
and
comes.
then I'll explain for
I
you.
shouldn't do a Lewis. Yeah,
Homecoming come last year.
sorry. Yep. Was that last
He's-
year? Fuck me.
He's just come into Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah,
He's
right,
going to
yeah.
Infinity War Part 2. He's going to clearly play a huge role in Avengers: Infinity War Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Homecoming 2, whatever it's going to be called,
Far from home.
coming out 2020
Next year.
next year.
Yeah, that's when-
So he's got all that coming. He's hot topic right now. Venom is coming out in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Venom is hot topic right now. The Spider-Man game's hot topic right now. 2 years' time, we don't know where Spider-Man's going to be. He could have had Spider-Man 2, as in Spider-Man Far From Home, might not be that great.
Yeah, sure.
Spider-Man the third one might not be that great. Venom is hot topic now. There will be
Probably
some
won't
form.
be any good.
There will be some form of DLC. I'm going to say before the end of the year, before Christmas, that has Venom in it. It might be in it and go. I don't know, but there's going to be some form of DLC with Venom in it before the end of the year.
It's really basic. Look at what they've put through for hints at DLC so far.
Black Cat.
There's
Black
3. There's 3.
There's 3 coming. We know there's 3.
There's 3 DLCs,
Yeah.
and they've already told us
It's-
what
it's-
each one is going to be.
October, November, December.
Black Cat,
Yeah.
Green Goblin,
Mm-hmm.
Venom.
No.
I think he's right.
That's all they've shown us, and that's what
I
it's
think
going to be.
Venom will
Not all of it is clues for DLC.
No,
a lot
it
of it
is.
is clues for sequels.
Venom will
No.
finish on a. So Venom will be the last one. It will finish on a cliffhanger. Spider-Man 2
We'll have Venom in it, but
yeah.
Venom is going
But
to
I
be
think-
out because they've already shown him.
Spitballing.
Yep.
November 1 with Venom. Peter Parker dies
No,
by Venom.
Fuck off.
No.
They kill Peter Parker. That's the cliffhanger. Miles Morales is Spider-Man 2.
no.
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 So here's my timeline for that. Quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
It's DLCs. Black, obviously. Next
Yeah.
to who gives a fuck. It's just DLCs.
Mysterio, please.
They're gonna.
Not
maybe
gonna happen.
Mysterio-
Not
maybe,
happen. He's
maybe,
number
maybe,
2.
maybe.
No,
Right? Next game, Green Goblin's main villain.
Nope.
Last game, Venom's main
You
villain.
can't have a whole game without Venom.
Yes, you fucking can.
No, you can't.
He's Spider-Man's best villain. Right? That is the finale to the Spider-Man game trilogy.
teased him now.
Listen, Peter Parker dies in that game. The next game about Miles Morales.
Peter Parker
Okay.
dies in DLC.
So now we've let the children talk. Let me tell you how it's really
Honestly,
going to
you guys
happen.
sound so dumb.
Right, this is how it's going to happen.
I think
Because, well,
Oh my
but,
God.
well,
No, go on.
well,
I'm sorry.
So,
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, you silly bitch.
DLC.
Right?
DLC is going to be, we're going, obviously, Black
Okay,
Cat.
yeah.
We're obviously going to have Green Goblin. We're obviously going to have Venom. Because
So
of what
what's the
they're
sequel then?
The sequel is going to be Mysterio, or it's going to be another character. Venom is going to turn up in these because they have never got rid of
Symbiote.
a symbiote in there. He's going to turn up. He's going to keep coming in. He's going to be in different ways.
What do Red Goblin?
The second one,
What, Hobgoblin?
the way that
The
they're
one
not
with
going to kill...
the symbiote.
Dude.
Sorry. I'm going to draw into this shit. Go on.
The way they're going to bring Miles into it is in quite a simple way, and what I think is going to be an incredibly clever way is called co-op.
No.
They are going to bring in, because it's going to be the way that you want to do it. You want to play with your friends. You want to play Spider-Man. One of you is Miles. One of you is Peter. You're going to get to swing through the city. You're going to get to solve crimes together. You're going to get to have the whole Spider-Man experience in an open world. The next thing they're going to want to do is they're going to want to bring in online multiplayer, and it is in co-op. They're not going to want to bring more in that because they want to. They've stated that this is their first game in the MCU universe.
Yeah.
They're going to bring in Iron Man. They're going to bring in all these other things, and the way
It's
they want to
the
do that
So
is
Square-
mix the exactly.
Is Square Enix's Avengers game linking in with
I
this?
think it will.
The issue is Square Enix haven't confirmed that is a PlayStation exclusive, so that's on Xbox.
I don't
How's
think it
gonna
has
tie
to
in?
be. I think it's
No,
just,
I don't think.
What's his name?
For the Marvel,
who's
don't need to
the
be
head
exclusive.
game designer for this? I've forgotten his name.
I can't remember.
For Insomniac, he spoke to Feige and he said that this is the Iron Man of the gaming universe. It's going to kick it all off.
And so I don't think Square is going to be involved with this. I don't think this is going to be part of it. I think
it's part of it, but
I don't think they will.
No.
Mainly because I don't think the story writers in this have been involved with what Square have been doing.
Okay.
And I think this is going to be very much a case of Sony's attempt at bringing in their side of it.
I just think Sony.
I think
Computer
Sony
Entertainment-
is shit, but I think
Standard.
Insomniac
I
are
think
really
I
good.
think Sony Computer Entertainment are a very different company from Sony Pictures.
Yeah, no.
I know they're both Sony.
I think
but I know
that's.
they have a mother company that's the same.
I think
but
that's
I
when
don't-
you've got your shiny red slippers and you're saying no
You've
place
got to
is
remember they're
home.
not the same people. They're very
They're
much
not.
not.
They're not, but the same organisation, and they've got the same ethos.
Yeah, but who does well?
Neither of them.
You took me Sony as a PlayStation doesn't do well.
Not when it comes to creating games, no.
What?
When it
No,
comes to
developing
creating
games.
consoles
Developing
and
games, I
pushing
think
them
so.
out, yeah, they do
Yeah,
great.
they're a
but
good
actual
marketing company.
marketing, things like that, but development of games, no, they're not amazing. They usually push it out to another
League's
company.
better than their film department though.
Well, that's like saying I'm a far better runner than my dad,
Yeah,
who's
but
asthmatic and
the thing
can't
is,
be arsed.
that proves they're very different people. They're not connected.
Well, no, genetically, me and my dad are the same, except I could outrun him because he's an asthmatic old man. You know, that doesn't make me a great runner, because I'm really not, because I like my pies. I go to Greg's. You know, that's the
Fuck
same.
it, I want a Greg's
Love
so
a
much.
Greg's. We keep going back to Greg's.
Is there a Greg's nearby that's still open?
No.
God damn.
No. We live
Let's
in
go
the
to
south,
Scotland.
mate. We live in the south.
We should start trying to narrow this and wrap it up.
Okay.
It's been a
Sorry.
long
Spider-Man
It's
is
been
a
about
great
45
game.
minutes.
It's got errors,
Yeah.
but we can't wait for number 2. Venom's coming out in DLC.
He's
Tom
not.
doesn't know what the fuck he's talking
These
about.
guys are morons. Read it and weep when
What
it
do you
all
think?
happens.
As
What-
a Venom movie isn't
I'm
going to be
willing to
great.
bet
but-
money. That
What do you
Venom would be
think,
in
guys?
DLC.
Let us know below. What do you
Okay.
think? Is
But
Venom
it's got to be our
DLC?
type of money, alright?
Is
It's probably
Venom-
not his. £5. Wicked, yeah, let's do that.
Well, I
Venom-
am willing to bet that.
Yeah,
Is
we'll do
Venom
that.
DLC or is Venom sequel? Comment below if you're on YouTube or if you're listening audio. Team at indie-incredible.com. Let us know because we want to know. But yeah, thanks guys. It's good. It
Yeah.
was a good chat. I think we're all in agreement.
I think
We
I've got
like-
to say, it's the best chat I've heard on Spider-Man.
Same, yeah.
Because I've watched a lot of the
Because there's
IGN ones
actually
and
some
things like
kind of drama going on.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But no, we like the game. But
We all
yes,
love it,
it's got its
don't we?
flaws.
So,
It's got its flaws.
Yeah,
But anyway,
good game.
that has been a Not So Indie show, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening or watching, whatever you chose to do. As always, I've been Lewis. You can find me at What's Up Woody. We've got Tom to my left. You can find him at Shriek and Profit, and you can find Dan at The Dice Bear. If you do like this show, guys,
Pause.
Yeah.
if you do like these shows, guys, then why not like them? And if you like what we do at Incredible, go and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get more indie game content, including exclusive pre and post show content on the weekly podcast, and an ad-free experience on this podcast, as well as the weekly podcast, and even get this podcast early, it's only going to cost you $1 over on Patreon.
Wrap it up.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and until next time, you stay incredible.
Hey.
Bye.